Hey guys, focus. Hey guys, I'm in Paris right now. Did a bit of shopping. I did want to go into the city, but I just CBA, cannot be bothered, to be honest. So I just went to the mall, did a bit of shopping. And today's episode of the pod is going to be about how to survive in a dusty apocalypse. Okay, so I wrote some notes, and you know what I actually did film this video before, but I was wearing a face mask and it was very ghetto, and I was like, no, I can do better than this. I can actually do better than this. You know what I should do? All of these notes and stuff that I write, I should just put it into a book. Another one, some buttons I think the people in Silicon Valley should invent. Today's episode is how to survive in a dusty apocalypse. So unfortunately, there's this red pill movement, there's this incel movement where these people just, men and boys, they hate women, they have something against us, they want to harm us, they want to hurt us. And it's actually very scary, guys. Go and watch the documentaries on this whole incel culture. It's scary. Like, what do you mean? You're on the dark, I don't know if it's the dark web or in these groups, basically, they hate women. They want to see us, our downfall, basically. And some people call them incels. Some people call them stingy. I put them all in the same category. Weirdos, creeps, dusties. Stingy men, men who don't know how to behave, dusties. There's also dusty women, There's also dusty women, and the same way there's dusty boys are the same way there's dusty girls, yeah? How to survive the dusty apocalypse. Number one, do not engage. You're allergic to dust. Do not engage in conversation, eye contact. Treat them like a crackhead. And then I put in brackets, i.e. London Underground. Pretend they do not exist. You do not talk to ghosts. Ghosts stay in the graveyard. So one time I had this guy. His nickname's Veneers, because when he came to Dubai, everyone was calling him Veneers, even though he doesn't have veneers. He's got composite bonding, but it looks like veneers. So, Veneers, one time, he's seen me in London when I was with my friend, and they knew each other, and it was so funny. Because Veneers messaged me, like, an eyes emoji. I slide swiped it and ignored it later. But by the time I ignored it, he had already seen me with my other friend. And he was like, when he did talk to me, he was like, you didn't even look at me. And he's like, yes, why would I look at you? Why would I acknowledge you? You're a dusty. You're a dusty. He's such a dusty, guys. This guy, I deleted him off Snapchat a while ago. Like, even before I found out about his stupid, embarrassing ways. He was trying to message me and this other girl at the same time. Like, have, I don't know, 2 Dubai wives. And it's like, darling, please, be for real. Actually, be for real. Before I even knew about his stupid, dusty ways, I deleted him. And he messaged me on WhatsApp. He goes, I swear you've got bipolar. And I was like, swear you've got chlamydia. Swear you've got chlamydia. Because, like, go away. I just cannot be bothered with these weird, embarrassing guys. Like, I said this in the last video. Don't get excited when they come back. Of course they're going to come back. Of course they're going to come back because they think they can. Don't let them. Don't let them come back. Personally, I have a lot of willpower and I don't have any ras to give. So I'm not one of these people who's going to be stalking people's stories from a fake account and watching and stuff. So I can just mute the story, or I don't even need to mute the story. I just won't look at your stuff. But I got to a point where I was like, why would I even allow these people to message me and be able to message me and have such an easy access to me to be able to direct message me? No, I don't want you to watch my stories. I don't want to be on your dusty private story. Bye, darling. Don't be scared to block and delete these guys because they're not going to bring anything to your life. There's another dusty. He tried to worm his way into my life and I cut him off because he's just another weirdo. And you know what, guys, you need to match people's energy. You actually need to match people's energy. I'm so sorry, but a lot of girls say to me, oh, what do I do if he didn't reply? Don't reply back. What do I do if he ignored me? Ignore him back. The same for men. If a girl's treating you badly, if she wants to be horrible and wicked. Okay, bye. Don't engage with this nonsense. Yeah, you know what you deserve. I hope you do anyway, and if you don't know, get to know. I don't know what you need to do. Write it on a bit of paper, write it on your forehead. I don't care. You need to know your worth. And block الفيسبوك, block الواتساب, block قفل block خلاص. يعني like, why are you going to keep these dusty people on your social media? And you know what I realised when I started to clear the dusties off of my social media and off of my phone and stopped allowing them to access me? Yes, they're going to be triggered. And yes, they're going to be mad. And when they see you in person, they're going to be like, oh, why did you block me? Are you not embarrassed to say, why did you block me? How, as an adult, how can you go up to approach me and say, why did you block me? What do you mean, why did I block you? Because you're a dusty. You're a dusty, dusty, dusty clot. And you're broke and you're stingy. Same thing goes for friends, guys. I came to a realisation at some point. I was like, I am not a stingy brokey. So why am I hearing... I don't want to sound snobby, but I came to a realisation where I needed to get more friends like myself and above. One of my older friends, Eric, who I'm going to be doing episodes with as well, he told me, Ma, you need to get older friends. And in England, I had a lot of older friends, you know, but in Dubai I do have older friends, but not that much older, you know. In England, I have friends who are like, who could be my aunties and uncles. In Dubai, I have people who are my age mates, and if they're not my age mates, they're like a couple of years above and in their 30s. But it's actually good to have people you can talk to older than you. Like, I'll never forget when I lived in London, I was having this conversation with a pilot the other day, a FO, first officer, and he's a Nigerian, and he was saying to me, like, that they have this joke in Nigeria about Nigerian British, that they're like stingy, and then that they're not proper Nigerians. And I fully get it, because the way he explained it, I get it. And he even said when he lived in England that he noticed how stingy people were. And I was like, I agreed. I was like, when I lived in London, I was shocked how stingy people were, guys. You'll see these influencers on Instagram, and then, guys, some of these influencers in real life, yeah, to my face, they've gone, Maya, can you book the Uber? I don't have the Uber app on my phone. I don't have the Uber app. What do you mean you don't have the Uber app on your phone at your big age? At your big age? Guys, I was a university student and I still had the Uber app on my phone. Like, some people are so stingy, it's so embarrassing. And you know these people, if you're not a stingy brokey, you cannot be surrounded by them because it's going to make you sick. I remember in London when I would hear these girls, I don't have the Uber app on my phone, and they didn't even want to pay £20 to get a taxi home. Begging guys outside of the club for a lift home. Ugh! Guys, I'm so stubborn. I'm sorry, I'm too stubborn. I would rather swim home than beg a man to drop me home. Ugh, so embarrassing. You don't know that man from Adam and Eve. You don't know that man from Adam and Eve, darling. You don't know that man from Adam. Begging for a lift home. Have some dignity. Have some self-respect. You don't know if he's Ted Bundy. He could be Jack the Ripper for all you know. I said this on my TikTok before. Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy may have seemed like lovely men until they wasn't. Yeah? Don't be sacrificing your life for a lift home. For free food. Please. Ladies, we can do better. We can actually do better than this. I cannot believe some of the things I hear women do. I remember one time, one of my friends even said to me, oh, because there's this perfume that I really want. Like, and it's ridiculous. I'm not going to say because I want to gatekeep it. I believe in gatekeeping now. I believe in gatekeeping perfumes because look what happened to Baccarat Rouge. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But, so yeah, bring back gatekeeping. Not gatekeep everything. Just one. Like this new perfume that I'll buy. I'll gatekeep that and that only. The rest, whatever. You know? And she was like, Maya, why don't you just get a guy to buy it for you? And it's like, why would I get a guy to buy that for me? And it's like, I get it. I actually get it. But I don't need a guy to buy me a perfume I can buy myself. perfume, and it's not that even that expensive. So what if it's like 1k, 2k dirham? Okay, that's not that much for a good quality perfume. I know people who spend like £800 on a bottle of perfume. If you keep surrounding yourself with these stingy, brokey dusties, whether that's friends or dating life, whatever, love life, you are going to end up being a stingy brokey. You're going to end up being a stingy brokey dusty bum. Unless you want to be a stingy brokey dusty, don't hang around with them. One thing about me now, I'm so proud of myself and I'm so happy for coming this far in life, because I never was able to say no. I was always too kind for my own good. People was mugging me off left, right and centre. When I lived in London, I may as well have been a chauffeur driver. Maya, are you going to come get me? Maya, can you come drop me home? What do you mean, Maya, can you drop me home? You don't live in London. Me dropping you home is an extra 40 minutes onto my journey. I lived 3 hours away. So I would drive for work for a shoot, and these people would still have the cheek to say, Maya, you're going to come get me. If you're too broke to get an Uber to go into Central, or you're too embarrassed to jump on a train or a bus, get lost. I don't want to be friends with a dusty weirdo who all the time is sponging off me. Don't surround yourself with these sponging leeches, guys. I'm so happy that I cut so many people off from London. So many people I had around me in London was just leeches. Leeching off me, leeching off my car, leeching off the diesel in my car, leeching off... Guys, one of my friends got me 3 points on my licence. One of my friends got me 3 points on my licence, and she also got me a ticket. And guess what? That same person that got me a ticket, she's older than me. And she's like, oh, my mum said that I don't have to pay it. She offered to pay it, and I was like, okay, thank you, appreciate it. She said, actually, no, my mum said I don't have to pay it. And it's like, your mum? Babe, you're a fully grown woman about your mum said don't pay it. Get a grip. Honestly, these dusty girls, don't think I'm coming for the dusty boys. I'm coming for the dusty girls too. I've been cutting the dusty girls off the same way I've been cutting the dusty guys off. Because if you're a girl surrounding yourself by dusty girls, that's how you're going to stay broke. And that's how you're going to stay table hopping like a frog in Table Libertine. Please. We retired from Table Libertine years ago. University. Yeah. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Honestly. And ladies, if you're watching this and you're offended because you can't even afford to put £20 in an Uber to get yourself home, you shouldn't go out, and you've got better things to be worried about. If you can't afford £20 home to put yourself in a taxi to get home safely, you've got other things to be worried about, darling. Get a job. The same way I would tell the dusties to get a job is the same way I'm telling the girls to get a job. I'm sorry. Some people in this life, all they have is audacity. All they have is audacity and cheek. There's some people in my life right now I'm distancing myself from because they don't bring anything to my life. They're using me. And when I'm with them, I feel like their man. I feel like their boyfriend. I feel like their dad. And it's like, if I'm friends with you, I don't want to feel like your dad. I don't want... Guys, anyone who knows me knows I went through it in England. My dad died. My dad had dementia. And I had a lot of pressure on me because I was the eldest. There was a lot of pressure. And it was too much. I had a lot of weight on my shoulders. And I'm not blaming anyone. It was no one's fault. And to be honest, I do blame myself because I was too kind and I was too giving. And it was like all the time I'd be there for people. Who's there for me? Guys, when I go to England, who's there to pick me up from the airport? Who is there to pick me up from the airport? No one. I have to pay 300 quid to get flipping home. I do have a friend. I do have one friend. If I pay them, they'll take me home. But I have some friends in Dubai. They're like, oh yeah, my friend's going to pick me up from the airport. And I'm like, what do you mean your friend's picking you up from the airport? Where can I get a friend like that? Where can I actually get a friend like that? That's what I stopped doing, guys. So guess what? I stopped doing favours for people. Other than my ride or dies, like unless you're my family and my day one, my ride or die, I'm not doing nothing for no one. But the same dusties who are begging for lifts, begging you for loan. Another thing I'm not doing, loans. For some reason, people think I'm the Bank of Rothwell. People think I'm the Bank of Rothwell. This is not Rothwell Bank. That's my hard-earned money. That's my hard-earned savings for me and for my future and for my future children, not for you. Don't lend money unless you're willing to part ways with it and not see it forever. Because guess what? These dusties, the same way they run and come and beg you for money is the same way they're not running back to give you back the money. I've had literally people beg me to book them flight tickets and they never paid me the money back, guys. What do I look like? Am I your sugar mama? Who's my sugar mama? Pay everything for myself. I've got to buy my own diesel. I've got to buy my own cars, my own gaffs. I've got to pay everything. Who's going to treat me for once in my life? No one. Guess what? I like it that way. I could not think of anything worse than to be begging like Oliver, please sir, can I have some more? Oh, you don't worry. You don't worry. Guys have begged me for money. Now I look back and I'm like, A'udhu, like, what did I see in you? What did I see in you? Yeah, nothing. Clearly, emotional intelligence of a fish. So when their own family don't even want to help them, that's when you know they're a lost cause. And when they talk badly about their baby mothers as well, bye, it's game over. Yeah, if a man is talking badly about the mother of his child, there's a reason why. There's a reason why he's not allowed to see his child. There's a reason why she's keeping... Like, you only hear one side of the story with these dusties. And by the way, I've seen it happen the other way round as well. I know guys who have full custody of the kid. Yeah, even though you might not see it as much, I've seen it. I spoke to one dusty who was an amazing father, guys. He was such a good father. And that's what I really liked about him. He was such a good father. And when I saw him with his child... This is another thing I'm not going to do anymore, guys. No more men with children. I'm so sorry, no more men with children, because I nearly gave a chance to a guy with a child. Got on well with the child. The child really got on well with me. And then one time, I felt so bad because the child said to me, oh, but where have you been though? Where have you been? Because I was in the process of cutting the father off because he's a dusty. And it's a shame because it's like, it's not the child, it's the father. And it's like, it's not your fault. And I don't want the child to sit and think. So yeah, I don't ever want another child to sit and think like Maya's like abandoned me when I haven't. And second of all, I'm too young. I'm too young and cute to be anyone's stepmom. Sorry, I ain't your mama. I ain't your mama. And guys, I love children. That's why I didn't mind before. And because my dad also had children before he met my mum. So that's why I don't mind. I never used to mind. But my friends would be like, Maya, no, like, no. And I would be like, but Georgina's stepmama for Ronaldo's. And my Somali friend said, is he Ronaldo? Maya, he ain't no Ronaldo. He ain't no Ronaldo. So before you want to do up stepmom to a dusty, yeah, just say to yourself, he ain't no Ronaldo. He ain't no Ronaldo, darling. He's a gangbanger. He's a gangbanging dust. Kiss your teeth and walk away. Why would you even converse with a fool, a hooligan, a dusty bum? These people in real life will not even have the courage to approach you in real life. Even if they did, your friends would scare them away. Get you some scary friends, guys. My friends are so scary, it's hilarious. I remember one time this dusty, yeah, took me on a date. I didn't know he was a dusty then. He lied about his age. Told me he was 24 when he was 20. Anyone who knows me, I don't even like guys my own age, never mind younger. I don't even want guys my... I remember he was waiting outside in the car and my Somali friend walks me down like a soldier in her Crocs. And he was scared to drop me back off. He was like, oh, I'm scared, like, in case your friend comes back down in her Crocs. My friend came down, she said, open the door for her then. Yeah, I was going to. Listen, and this is the thing, I don't want my friends to have to say to these guys, open the door for her. You should know to open the door for a woman. You should know to open the door for a woman. You should know to pull out the chair for a woman. And listen, I live in Dubai, so I'm not going to lie, I'm not waiting for a guy to pull my chair, and because the valet driver normally opens the door anyway, like the waiter normally pulls the chair anyway. So in Dubai it's different. But actually no, Veneers, when he came to Dubai, guys, he made me sick. He made me sick, not only because he's younger than me, and I don't like guys younger than me anyway, never mind my own age. We went to the mall, yeah, he didn't open one door for me. He didn't open the car door for me. Okay, car door is a bit hit and miss, you know. I don't really care because I drive myself, and he didn't even open, like, you know, when you walk into Dubai Mall, he didn't even walk in front to open the door. And it's like, why am I, as a woman, opening the door for you? You're taller than me, you're stronger than me. Brokey, dusty behaviour. Ladies, watch for these things, yeah? When he lets you walk on the side of, I know it's really old fashioned and I know it's very outdated, but you know when you're walking in the street and you're here and the man's here, no, the side where the cars are, the man should be here and the woman's here. The man is supposed to protect the woman. Dust. Also, another thing, guys, if someone's too busy for you, you're too busy for them. Make yourself busy. Some of you people don't have hobbies, you don't have passions. You need to get a hobby. You need to have passions. Don't be sat on your phone waiting for someone to message you. Why are your notifications on anyway? Guys, I only mind WhatsApp notifications on. And even then I want to turn them off as well. Like, I'm not sat on my phone waiting for anyone to message me. And this is another thing, guys. Stop dating and just heal. A lot of people just need to stop dating and heal. And oh my goodness, I need to read something for you guys. I think it's very valuable. A lot of people, they're projecting their insecurities onto you. And let me tell you something. Okay, so this dating coach, Chris Alvino, replied to this person on Twitter. So the original post was, 80% of single men are no longer interested in dating. They are not even trying. Why is this the case? Men only. So this dating coach replies saying, as a man's dating coach who's worked with hundreds of men this past decade, so many thoughts, too many to write, so much self-pity and women blaming, and very little taking responsibility. Putting the economic issues of late capitalism aside, which is definitely a factor because everyone is broke and burnt out, many men who aren't that affected by this are deeply disillusioned by dating because they've been indoctrinated into the manosphere way of thinking about women. Many are angry, miserable, and blame women and the woke mind versus their dating woes, not realizing they've lost or never developed the ability to connect to people, including women, on a non-superficial level. Every relationship for them is transactional in nature. When you're constantly focused on the transactional nature of a relationship, you will be miserable and you will become burnt out. They see no joy in meeting new people and bringing new women into their lives. That's the saddest part. My own life is made richer with every new connection I make, whether it's platonic, romantic, or sexual in nature. Every new woman I meet has the potential to enrich and bring joy into my life. I meet new women every day and many become friends and confidants. Many others become romantic. Men who cannot see the value in this are the ones who will constantly complain about the male loneliness epidemic and have no female friends. And then they wonder why dating sucks. If dating makes you feel miserable as a guy, that is 90% a skill issue and 10% a possible logistics issue. We actually have it a lot easier than women to do on this front because we're expected to make the first move. This means we only have to date women we're crazy about, as opposed to women who often have to encounter lots of crappy men before they get to the gold ones. There are better ways to date as a man, and the men in the replies haven't learned how to do it yet. So they end up spending all their time in the manosphere bitching circles. It then creates a negative feedback loop. When they hear other men bitch about women, it validates their flawed worldview, and they become more entrenched in their resentment of women. It then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because who wants to date a guy who deeply resents them? I should also add that the pandemic has made dating incredibly challenging as well. I currently can't date because of this, but I've still had fun on virtual dates with women, even as I laid in bed with long COVID, unable to physically date. But notice none of these replies mention COVID-19. Guys, as a male dating coach, if that's what he's saying, yeah. And this is the thing. If you hate women so much, you're dating the wrong gender, darling. Go and be gay. Go and be gay. This is the thing, guys. I have a lot of gay friends. And they will tell me Maya, who's in the closet. And they've told me things about guys who pretend to be straight. A lot of men are in the closet and they don't want to come out of the closet. It's okay if you don't want to come out of the closet. Not everyone is in a safe space to be able to come out of the closet. I respect that and I appreciate that. However, why are you putting yourself in a situation to abuse women? Just don't date women then. Just be by yourself, or do what you need to do in peace, behind closed doors, if you don't want to do it publicly. Like, come on, honestly. Because I've actually witnessed myself, a guy I knew, he used to be very generous, very kind, very nice. He used to be very generous, you know, good person, kind of. He was still a dusty. And then years later, I don't know, maybe he's joined an incel group, you know, the red pill movement. He became stingy, weird, and the day I saw him become stingy, I said, I'm never going to see you again. And him and I was friends. Like, I was never even going to be romantic anyway. But because I saw this change, this red pill movement change, he let me pay for the cinema. That dusty will never ever see my face again. He will never see, because one thing about me, I will pay. I don't mind to pay. I will pay, but you will never see my face again. I'm sorry, unless you're my husband, you should be courting me. You should want to impress me. You should want to wow me. And this is why I stopped dating, guys, because I don't have the energy and I'm jaded. I saw this concept on TikTok of people are saying they're just not interested in men anymore. And I had this feeling as well. And a lot of my friends had this feeling where we thought we was asexual. And then I've seen on TikTok that it's called jaded. Like when you're just not interested anymore, doesn't faze you, doesn't bother you. Why is everyone jaded? Like, it's like everyone's had enough of dating. No one's dating anymore. No one even cares. And it's actually scary that we're in a dusty epidemic. We're in a dusty claw pandemic right now. But I do believe there are good ones out there, because the same way there are good girls like us, there's queens like us, there are kings, and I know them. I'm friends with some. You need to have, in this dusty epidemic, dusty apocalypse, boundaries. You need to have boundaries in your life, with your friends, with your family, with yourself. Don't let people take you for a mug. I've said this before. Yeah? If someone's begging for a lift home, sorry, that's not on my way. Do you want me to book you an Uber? Is there no taxis? Would you like me to call you a taxi? Any dusty particles remaining in my life, yeah, you're going to be sieved out. You can jog on, honestly. These dusties can stay away from me, because I'm sick of it, you know. In England, okay, you might not be able to help it, because I understand there's an economic living crisis, economies in shambles, cost of living crisis, etc., etc. I understand. But some people in England are so stingy, they don't even want to feed their own mouth. They don't even want to feed themselves with water. And it's like, if you want to starve yourself, not me. If you want to drown yourself, not me. Don't bring me down with you. Some people, they love to be the damsel in distress. They love, and one of my friends said this to me. One of my friends is turning 30 soon, and we went for a roast dinner the other day. And she said to me, Maya, have you noticed something with these people that was in your life? They was the damsel. They was the person who always needed saving, and you was the saviour. You was the saviour. And it's true, I did notice that. Why does everyone all of a sudden need saving? Why am I everyone's therapist? Who's my therapist? Who's my saviour? Myself. My only saviour's God. My only saviour's God. Because ain't no one doing the same stuff that I do for them. Like, if you feel like that, then it's time to get new friends. I'm sorry, like, I do have some amazing friends who literally, when I've been sick, they've come to my house, they've made me food, they made me soup. And if you look around your friendship group and everyone's dusty, then maybe it's time to get a new friendship group. Everyone's gossiping and backbiting, maybe it's time to get a new friendship group and find yourself positive people who are going to uplift you and elevate you in life. Show me your friends and I'll show you who you be. Hang around with 5 dusties, you'll be the 6th. Yeah? Hang around with 5 Elon Musks, you'll be the 6th, yeah? Hang around with Elon Musk, not Elon Dust. Hang around with Elon Musk, not Elon Dust. A real king will keep you in your feminine energy, guys. I know that I'm very much masculine and I'm very much in my masculine energy, but actually I like it. because people do not approach me, and people will not say certain things to me, and they will not think things are acceptable, because I will. One thing about me, a lot of people in this world are all bark no bite. Yeah, let the dogs bark. Me, I will bite. I will tell you Wagwan. I will tell you, do not treat me like that. I will block you. I used to warn people, and I would be like, if you do this again, I'm gone. If you do this again, I'm gone. Now, I don't even say, oh, if you do this again, I'm gone. Khalas, I'm gone. Khalas, bye, ma salama. I don't need to sit and waste my life chasing and teaching dusties how to behave. I was not raised in the circus. I have friends who was raised in the circus, by the way, who are very well behaved. I'll put one of my friend's pictures here. He always used to tell me, this is him with his lion. He told me, I remember before I even moved to Dubai, I wanted to get a pet tiger. And he was like, Maya, you can never tame a tiger. You can never tame a tiger, but you can tame a lion. You can tame a lion. And so he told me to get a lion, but my schedule's too busy to get a lion or a tiger or a monkey or even a cat. I'll settle with a cat, but I can't even get a cat right now because I don't want it to shrivel. Someone needs to feed it and give it milk and water. Don't let these dusties even approach you. You know, on the odd occasion, if a dusty does want to approach you, yeah, give the same energy. If a roadman wants to come up to you, yo, Wagwan, what's your Snapchat? You'll see me, yo, Wagwan, what's your Snapchat? What's your mum's Snapchat, yeah? Okay, don't say your mum. Me, I'm crazy, yeah? Sometimes as a woman, you have to bring the crazy out. You have to bring the crazy out for your own protection, yeah? Because these people want to approach you like a mandem. Okay, you want to approach me like a mandem? I'll approach you like a mandem. Come on then, big boy. Come on then, rude boy. You want to get leery and loud to me? Guess what? Guess what? My mouth's even bigger than yours. I'm even more crazy than you. You think you're crazy? I could be crazier. Yeah? Don't be scared. Don't be scared to say no. Go away. Jog on. Move. Tell them to move. One thing about me, I'm not scared to tell no guy to move. Ugh. They want to come up to me. Ignore them. Kiss your teeth and walk away. Don't even let these weirdos approach you. The same way you shouldn't even let these people even enter your life. Don't allow the foolish behaviour. G-check people when they need G-checking. Normalise G-checking, please. I don't ask for much. I don't ask a man to be rich. All I ask for you is to have good communication and to not be stingy and to be a normal human being. So if you don't even know how to be a normal human being and how to communicate, then I don't know what to say to you, uncle. I actually don't know what to say to you. Because one thing I'm not going to do is teach a fish how to climb a tree. That is not my job, darling. If you don't know how to behave at your big age, continue not knowing how to behave. Yeah? Continue having your dusty offspring to 10 different baby mamas. The cycle ends with you. The cycle ends with you. I was explaining this to my friend. If you continue this cycle of trauma and nonsense, it's going to pass on to your kids. If you have a kid with a dusty, he's going to teach your kids how to be dusty. We need to stop the dusty apocalypse. We need to eliminate the dusties. We need to stop breeding with them. We need to stop interbreeding with these dusty species of men. If the dusties cannot spread their seed and have dusty offspring, then eventually they will be extinct. Eventually they'll be extinct. It's the law of evolution. It's the survival of the fittest. Yeah, we cannot allow them anymore. I'm sorry, we cannot allow the dusties anymore, guys. And on my TikTok, people comment saying, oh Maya, you're saying everything everyone's scared to say, but we all thinking it. I'll say it, I'm not scared to say it. The fire triangle, yeah, there's oxygen, heat and fuel. Remove one, there's no more fire. Remove the oxygen, there's no more fire. It's the same with the dusty pyramid. Same with the dusty fire. So, I'm trained to fight a fire in the workplace, on an aircraft. I'm not trained to fight a dusty. I'm tired. On my days off, I want to chill. I want to relax. I want to sunbathe. I want to go to Pilates. I want to eat roast dinner. I want to eat nice food. Not fighting dusties. So I'd rather be alone than with a dust. Don't be scared to be alone. It's good to be single. Live your life. Have fun. Because I'm telling you, you're not missing out on anything. These dusties, it's very ghetto in these trenches, yeah? Stay off the streets. Don't even be on the streets. Life is... Guys, my life got so peaceful when I stopped dating. I went, to be honest, I wasn't really dating anyone. I was never really taking anyone serious anyways. But when I really, you need to decenter your life from men. Because when your life is centered around men, you're going to be miserable and you're going to be depressed, darling. Because these men are not going to bring anything to your life apart from a headache. We need to stop allowing breeding the dust. Because even the ones who do manage to defy the law of nature somehow, yeah, eventually they will die off. We cannot continue, yeah? All boys want to be a footballer. They wish they could be like these footballers. They wish they could be like these Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. They wish. Yeah? Guys, please don't ever date a dusty, broke guy, because you will be miserable. If you've got a bit going about yourself and you date an insecure dusty, he's only going to bring you down in life. And even my mum said to me, like, don't only limit yourself to people with money, because you're going to like block your own blessings, basically. And I agree with her. I don't really look for guys who are like wealthy, but these girls, men don't really get their life together until they're like in their 30s, 40s anyway. So I will never expect a guy in his 20s to have everything figured out, because God was in his 60s when I was born. And my dad had everything figured out and had his life together because he was a pensioner. My dad was a pensioner who'd finished his careers, who'd done everything in his life, he travelled the world. I personally don't want to marry an old age pensioner. Like, my whole life my dad was retired, guys. Like, he was still doing his side missions and whatever. Me, I actually want to marry for love. I'm sorry, I'm a lover girl. I actually do want to marry for love. And this will be another video for another day, like how to save, etc, etc, and be financially aware and smart and savvy, etc. However, that's why I personally like to have my own. Not because to show off, and I don't even really care about wealth, but I care about my future, and I don't want to work forever. Sorry, I want to retire young, inshallah, and I want my family to have a nice life. I want my future kids to have a nice, easy life. Love yourself. So I will do another video on how to get over a breakup, but you just really have to love yourself. It's okay not to be okay. Yeah, don't even air them. Straight away delete the message. This is my favourite game, guys. You know what I used to do? I used to put people in the gulag. Even my friends, sorry, even my family. No one's safe from my gulag. Gulag is the archives in WhatsApp. I'll show you. 20 messages in the gulag, and it can be anyone. It can be the dry cleaners. One thing you're not going to do is bother me on my own mobile device. Out of sight, out of mind. If a dusty wants to ghost you, when they come back, delete the message. Don't even open the message. Don't even leave them on scene. Delete the whole message. One thing about me, you wanna be a bomber clerk, guess what? I can be a bomber clerk too. You wanna be a Rice clerk, guess what? I can be a Rice clerk too. Match people's energies, yeah? I remember one girl on TikTok saying that whenever a guy ghosts her, she puts a ghost emoji, she saves them as a ghost emoji. And that's it, because ghosts don't come back from the dead, yeah? Listen, we don't talk to ghosts, darlings, yeah? People have asked me this before. Listen, when they want to start to be inconsistent and ghosting and la la la, bye. Bye. Plenty of Habibis in the sea, darling. Plenty of kings in the sea. Plenty of Elon Musks in the sea. Bye. Book that flight. Go to Brazil. Go to Jamaica. Bye. You being unbothered is going to trigger them. If they care. Most of these dusties wouldn't even care if you died tomorrow. I'm sorry. Most of these dusties, they wouldn't even go to your funeral. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry to be brutal, but it's so true. You can live your Bridgerton fairy tale if you act accordingly. Don't allow certain behaviour in your life. Once they've shown you they're a professional clown, why are you staying for the show? Khalas. This is not a travelling circus and you are not their performing monkey. A lot of people ask me, oh, I want to post, but I'm scared and stuff. And listen, who cares what the dusty bums think? I'm going to tell you 3 questions you should ask yourself when you want to care about what a dusty thinks. 1, are they paying your mortgage? 2, are they putting food in your kids' mouths? 3, are they going to be there to defend you on the day of judgment? You entered this world alone and you're going to leave this world alone. not even your own mother, is going to be there with you to hold your hand. Yeah? So, khalas, bye. Bye. Your life is so beautiful. And I don't care how old you are watching this. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you're 14 watching this. I don't care if you're a teenager, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I don't care if you're 100 years old watching this. Do not settle. You deserve more in this life. You're put on this earth for a reason. It's not a coincidence that when your father and mother conceived and had you, out of all of your father's sperm, you was the one who made it to the egg. You was the one who made it to the egg. If you are going to go on a date, don't let it be with a stingy person. And if they're being stingy from the beginning, you're not going. You're not going. If you get the stingy vibes, you're not going. I'm sorry, I do not tolerate this stingy behaviour. If you want to take me on a date, you are going to pick me up or put me in a car. And to be honest, I don't even mind driving. I don't really like people knowing my address anyway, because I've had a stalker before and it wasn't fun. It actually wasn't fun. And I don't really like people to know my address, because I remember one time there was this person who would not stop coming to my house uninvited, and I literally felt like calling the police on them. This is another thing. In Dubai, I will snitch. I will snitch on you. I don't care. Yeah, don't mess with me. Me, I will not go on a date unless I really fancy someone, unless I can't imagine I don't know what it would take for me to go on a date now, because I'm so like in my peaceful girl era, just loving life, loving Pilates, and I also love driving. But ladies, men love driving. Men love driving their car, picking you up, listening to music. If he doesn't want to pick you up or put you in a car, and I'm not saying that's the be-all or end-all, like I don't mind to drive and I don't mind to make my own way there, but I do like being treated like a princess. I love being in the passenger seat. I love even being in a taxi, being chauffeured around. I love just, even if my friends are driving, I love just being in the car. Yeah? If he doesn't want to treat you like a princess, let him find another girl to treat like a mug, because it's not you, darling. It's actually not you. And if he wants you to pay the bill, pay it and never see him again. Never see him again. Don't lend people money, guys. Don't lend people money. I learned the hard way. Don't give guys your money either. And don't tell guys about your finances. When guys know about your finances, their behaviour changes all of a sudden. It's like, oh, no, let's not even... That's another video for another day, because that makes me sick. That makes me sick. I'm sorry. But this is why, if you're a woman who's got something going on, you can only date your level or above, because the people below, not all, but they're going to be insecure. They're going to be jealous. When you get your new car, they're going to be like, oh, they're going to be weird about it. I've had it before. I remember one time this Dusty said to me, oh, I wanted to get that car, but blah, blah, blah. And then he wanted me to basically pay his mortgage. And it's like... And then he sent me a massive paragraph arguing with me, saying that I don't contribute. And it's like, darling, why would I... And I was young at the time. I was like 20, 21. It's like, darling, why am I paying your stupid... This guy was very wealthy. It's like, why would I pay your mortgage for eating one Pop-Tart? He was so, like, mentally unstable. Like, he was angry at me for eating one Pop-Tart. Like... And he was even angry at me because, let me find... Guys, I have to find these messages again. I have to find these messages. This guy, I told him to seek therapy. And blocked him. And this is why you don't give people a second chance. This guy, this Dusty, yeah, I fancied him when I was in sixth form before I moved to university. And then I had to block him. He's just ultimate Dusty. And then years later, he tried to worm his way back into my life. And, oh, I was stupid. I was a boy. I was immature. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what he's got to say. And my friend warned me. One of my best friends, she said, Maya, you're going to see him and it's going to be really small. And it's going to be, like, really strange. And she was right. I seen him and I was like... Because I literally remembered him being like tall and big and handsome. I saw him again, I was like, oh, he was short and small and not big, and he looked really tired and under the weather. Like, nothing wrong with being under the weather, by the way, and looking short and stuff. It's why, if you let your feelings and your emotions control you, you're going to be wearing these rose-tinted spectacles, because this is what happens. You don't see people for what they really are. And as women, we love to romanticize. Khalas, no more romanticizing. As a woman, you need to do this. Cover your ears and open your eyes wide, because actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Don't settle for words. Words don't mean anything. Talking is free. Opening your beak is for free. Actions. Show me actions. Put a ring on my finger. Yeah, if you want me. Put a ring on my finger if you want me. None of this exclusive BS. Exclusive. Let me show you another funny video, guys. This one.
Dating would be a lot easier if y'all dated within y'all educational bracket. Yeah, not the tax bracket, the educational bracket. You want somebody good at communication? Date somebody good at communication. Baby, why are you talking to Richard? Richard don't have the word knowledge or the emotional intelligence to articulate himself. And you talking about, oh, he just nonchalant. No, he is retarded. And then he's saying weird stuff. He's 28 and you ask him, babe, what we got going on? I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow, see where the river take us. And y'all think it's funny. I'm not laughing right now. Then you send him a paragraph, baby. His paragraph comprehension is at a low level. You seen the paragraph.
Oh, this is also funny. This like silly little footballer thought he could message me, and then he messages again. Nah, was in Jan. Options changed. So I replied, you're 15 years old, nephew. Talk to your elders with respect. I was never your option, young man. He's not 15, he's probably like 20, but pff, same. Like, who do you think you are messaging me that? You think because you're some footballer you can message me? Oh, get off your high horse, you dusty. Flipping dusty. Don't be excited by these people in your DMs, yeah, these blue ticks. Dust. You don't think they're messaging everyone? They're probably copy and pasting to 100 girls on Instagram. Please. Stand outside of my house with a boombox. Put a ring on my finger. Do something different. Another thing, stay away from professional vampires. One of my friends said to me, she was like, Maya, why does everyone just like dump their traumas onto you? And it's so true. Like, you know, some people, they don't even know me. They'll tell me like, oh, I'm going through a midlife crisis and this and that and this and oh, and blah and blah and blah and blah 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 blah. And it's like, me, I don't mind. Like, honestly, if someone doesn't have anyone to talk to, and I'm the only person they feel comfortable to talk about things with, I don't mind. I genuinely don't mind. But when it turns into trying to bring me down and trauma dumping, no. That's one thing we're not going to do. My same friend who got me 3 points in my license, I helped them get a job in Dubai and move to Dubai. And I had to cut them off. I had to stop talking to them because they're so negative. And in England, all they would do is FaceTime me every day, either crying, talking about themselves. And it's like, I'm so sorry, I don't have the time to do that anymore. And if you think I'm not friends with you because I cannot sit on FaceTime all day, every day, I'm sorry, but get a job. Get a job. I wish I had the time to sit on FaceTime to everyone and all my friends every single day, but I don't. Like, and this is the thing, you know, when you reach a certain level in life and you want certain things in life, you're going to notice people just are going to be removed from your life just naturally, because in order to make room for improvement and for your new life, I'm sorry, but there's certain people that have to go and they cannot stay because they're only going to bring you down. And I fell out with him. I just had enough. He's always like horrible to me. And it's obvious because he fancies me and can't have me. And I still wish him a happy birthday and stuff. And he's blunt, like, oh, thanks. Okay, bye. But this guy was always projecting his insecurities onto me. And one time he FaceTimes me and all he's doing is talking about money, money, money. This is another thing I can't be bothered with. People who are just money hungry, will do anything for money, sell their soul for money. Like this guy friend of mine, just money, money, money. Oh, I'm doing this new business and money, money. He's already got his ducks in a row. So I don't know why he's so money hungry and money obsessed. And it's like, it's actually a shame. If you're watching this and you're a man and you're money hungry and money obsessed, do you never want to settle down? Do you never want a family? Because I can tell you for free, when you do reach that million, you're going to want another million. When you do get that Lamborghini Urus, you're going to want a Hummer. When you do get that Hummer, you're going to want chartered jet. When you do get that chartered jet, you're going to want an Airbus A380. When you get that Airbus 380, you're going to want a boat. When you get that boat, you're going to want a submarine. It's never going to be enough, yeah? Don't think, oh, when I this, when I that. No, live your life. Live. You are the special occasion. Don't wait to use that nice perfume. Wear the nice underwear. Wear nice underwear for yourself. Wear nice clothes for yourself. Use the good conditioner for yourself. You are the special occasion. Perfume goes out of date. Makeup goes out of date. Stop holding on to these things like a hoarder. Yeah? Life is for living. Live it. Don't hoard your money either. Guys, I'll do another video on how to like save and also live life at the same time. Save, but don't starve yourself of social interactions, of good food, and I'm not telling you to go Hakkasan and Novikov every day. Even if you cook good food, eat good food, you know, your body deserves it. So yeah, that's it, guys. A lot of people in this life will tell you that they're here for you, and in actuality, they're just saying it for decoration. That's another thing I realised. The real ride or dies are the ones who, you know, they'll be there regardless. I don't want to keep going on and on and on. This is going to be a long one, but comment down below what you'd like me to talk about next. If you agree, if you don't agree. Love you all so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all so much. Have an amazing, lovely day. Bye.